Many people buy a rural property believing that nature will do the work for them. The idea that the land will produce on its own is one of the most dangerous illusions surrounding the dream of owning a small farm or countryside retreat. In reality, one of the main reasons for frustration and regret is the lack of technical knowledge required to make rural projects actually work. Poor soil quality is often the first shock. What looks green and fertile at a glance may be compacted, acidic, nutrient deficient, or simply unsuitable for cultivation without serious correction. Water, another critical factor, is frequently overestimated. Wells dry up, springs weaken during droughts, and irrigation systems demand investment, planning, and constant maintenance. Without reliable water, even the best intentions fail. Pests and diseases are relentless. Insects, fungi, and invasive species do not respect enthusiasm or goodwill. They demand technical control, monitoring, and sometimes costly interventions. Climate unpredictability only makes things worse. Unexpected frosts, excessive heat, heavy rains, or prolonged dry periods can destroy months of work in a matter of days. Nature does not adapt to the owner's plans. The owner must adapt to nature. Without proper study, experience, or professional guidance, projects like vegetable gardens, orchards, or animal breeding collapse quietly. The expected income never comes, yields are low, losses accumulate, and motivation erodes. What was supposed to be a productive investment turns into a constant drain of time, money, and energy. In the end, the property does not pay for itself as imagined. Instead of financial independence, many owners face ongoing expenses and repeated failures. The regret does not come from the land itself, but from the belief that effort alone would replace knowledge. In rural life, ignorance is expensive, and nature always charges full price. One of the most common and least discussed reasons why people regret buying a rural property is the lack of technical knowledge required to manage it successfully. The countryside is often seen as a place where effort and good intentions are enough, but agriculture and rural living operate under rules that are unforgiving to improvisation. Without proper understanding, what begins as a dream quickly turns into frustration. Soil quality is frequently misunderstood. Land that appears fertile may suffer from poor structure, nutrient imbalance, or severe limitations that are invisible to the untrained eye. Correcting these problems requires soil analysis, amendments, time, and financial investment. Water availability presents another challenge. Many buyers assume wells or natural springs will provide a constant supply, only to discover seasonal shortages, declining water tables, or costly infrastructure needs. Pests and plant diseases are a persistent threat, capable of destroying crops and orchards if not managed with technical precision. Climate unpredictability further complicates the situation. Droughts, excessive rainfall, heat waves, and unexpected frosts can erase months of work in a short period of time. These variables demand planning, monitoring, and adaptation, not guesswork. Without study, experience, or professional guidance, projects such as vegetable gardens, fruit orchards, or small-scale animal production often fail. Productivity remains low, losses accumulate, and the expected financial return never materializes. Instead of generating income, the property becomes a continuous expense, consuming resources rather than producing them. In the end, many owners realize that the land does not pay for itself as they once believed. The disappointment is not caused by the rural environment, but by the mistaken assumption that passion alone can replace knowledge. In rural life, technical understanding is not optional. It is the difference between sustainability and regret.